Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would film a video for you guys about how I'm losing my baby weight. I get a lot of questions from you guys on Instagram about how I'm losing my baby weight, what I'm eating, exercise, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I thought I would just film a video and tell you guys what I'm doing. Just before we found out we were pregnant with Zeke, I had just started getting back into gym, so I was really slack with my first pregnancy. I didn't exercise, I didn't eat right, I was eating takeaway every single day, and my energy levels were so bad, and I gained 25 kilos or something when I was pregnant with Emerald, a lot of weight. I was very overweight at that point. For me, I was really overweight. So I spent the next 2 years trying to work out how to lose the weight and stuff. I wasn't really active. I didn't really understand healthy eating or anything like that, so I had to kind of learn myself, kind of put it on myself to learn how to lose the weight that way. So I figured obviously join the gym, which I wish I didn't do because I spent so long not going. Yeah, and just being online, trying to work out what the best ways to lose weight was. It didn't take me until about 2 years after I had Emerald to actually understand what I was eating is affecting and kind of helping me lose the weight, or vice versa. So it's a bug flying around. Get away. I hate bugs. Oh yeah, so so the food was a big thing, definitely a big thing. So when I kind of got the hang of healthy eating and how to feed my body the right way, I kind of started to lose weight after, just before I fell pregnant with Zeke. I started to lose the weight, and I was starting to get really, really happy with my body, and I was like, okay, cool, I think I'm ready to start weight training, and then found out we were pregnant. So I couldn't really do that. So during my pregnancy, I was I'm going to do my best to try and continue to eat really well and stay active. So throughout my entire pregnancy, well, not for the first 12 weeks because my doctor was really worried about me having a miscarriage. I'll get into that another time. But yeah, she was really worried about me exercising, so she was don't exercise for the first 12 weeks at all. So all I did was walking, because if I didn't do something, I felt really tired, and I was just eating really well. And what I mean by eating really well is fruits, vegetables, meat, lean meats, and just those kinds of things. I didn't really have too much takeaway. So we'll talk about that. Last year, so the year I was pregnant with Zeke, Jackson and I actually had a New Year's resolution to not have any takeaway, so that helped so much. We did it as well. Yeah, so what's the thing? Yep, so healthy eating was a big thing, and then after 12 weeks I went back to the gym. So about 13, 14 weeks, when we started to tell people that we were expecting, that was when I was getting back into the gym. So when I went to the gym, when I was pregnant, I would do really light weights, a bit of cardio, and that's about it really. So I went nearly every single day. Yeah, I went nearly every single day that I was pregnant. I would go for at least half an hour to the gym. If I didn't go to the gym, I would do a walk along the beach. I would do a walk, which would be about half an hour. I made sure every single day that I was doing some sort of something active, even just walking around the shops. While even just walking around the shops for half an hour, I was still active, and I wasn't sitting down, because that really drained me. And I did have Emerald, who's 3, so I was a bit more active than I would have thought. I wasn't really strict on myself when it came to eating though. I was pregnant, so oddly enough, I didn't have heaps of sugar cravings. I think it was because I had more of a balanced diet. But if I did want a chocolate bar, I went and got a chocolate bar. I didn't deprive myself of those kinds of things, because I knew as soon as I was done giving birth, I was straight into being on a strict diet. I don't like to say I'm on a diet. I like to call it a lifestyle, just because if you call it a diet, it's kind of like you expect it to end, if that makes any sense. So I didn't want it to end. I wanted it to be like, okay, well, this is my life now. I eat well and I am fit and healthy. Okay, so as soon as Zeke was born, pretty much, I went and just started eating only like fruits, vegetables, and lean meats. So that was like the first 4 weeks or something. I would eat like a really balanced diet. I had carbs in my, like a lot of carbs, which I wasn't actually burning off, so I felt like I was gaining weight and I was always bloated and stuff. So after about a month, I cut out my carbs for about 2 weeks. So pretty much like a normal day looked like Wheat Bix or something, with just Wheat Bix and banana for breakfast, or like a breakfast smoothie or something. And then for lunch I would have an apple or like some fruit or something. And then lunchtime I would have wraps or something, like a bit of meat, a bit of veggies, or like a salad. And then in the afternoon I'd have another piece of fruit or something similar to that. And then for dinner, just whatever we like had, like pasta or whatever. I just had that. So then about 4 or 5 weeks after I had Zeke, I was like, okay, well, I'll cut out carbs and see if that makes me feel any better, which it did. I felt a lot lighter, and I was much hungry. Oh, actually no, we were hungrier because Jackson did it as well. We were hungrier, but portions were smaller, and we were getting fuller for longer, but with smaller amounts of food, if that makes sense. And that was when I cut a lot of weight off. I had a lot less bloating, and yeah, so we had about 2 weeks of almost no carbs. I kind of had, like, we had like sweet potato, we had good carbs, like small amounts of good carbs, not too much. Mostly like just vegetables and meat and lean meats. So yeah, that was pretty much what I did after Zeke was born. And then, and those 6 weeks where I couldn't go to the gym, I was just walking. So I would do walking, or like a fast walk or something, and I would try and do one of those like every single day. And if I couldn't, then I would go to the shops or something, or I would do like at home kind of exercises. You can, I don't know, I was a bit naughty. I like still did squats at home, like really gently. No, yeah, it was like 4 weeks after. That was because I was like, I really feel like I need to like burn off some energy. But I was doing a lot of walking after Zeke was born. So we would all go for walks down to the beach or something. Like my first vlog, yeah, that we would like down at the beach going for a walk. So we did a lot of those in those first like 5-6 weeks when I wasn't allowed to go back to the gym. And then I went back to the gym, started, I like designated days, so like a leg day and then an ab day and then a back, so I do legs and abs, and then I would do a cardio day, and then I would do arms and back, and then another cardio day, and then I'd go back to legs. I think I did a full body workout on the last day. I did about 5 days for the last, so from about like 5 or 6 weeks post baby to now, I was going 5 days a week and doing that. And I wasn't like lifting heavy. I was lifting heavier than when I was pregnant, but not so heavy that I was like straining myself, because I don't know too much about fitness and like exercising and weights and stuff like that. I kind of like teach myself, if that makes any sense. And yeah, so that's what I was doing, and I was still eating the same foods as before. At the moment I rarely ever have like treats, like I won't go and buy a chocolate bar or something. I have like a really soft spot for Coke Zeros and like Coke Zero and Pepsi Max, so I'm trying so hard not to have those, because I bloat like crazy and I feel like disgusting, but I can't help it. Like, it's just something that I feel like I have to drink like on the daily, and I can't help it. I don't know what to do. But yes, so that kills me. Yeah, so I don't really get treats like chocolates or lollies or anything like that anymore. I used to be like addicted to sugar, so it's taken me quite a lot to not buy them all the time. But I think since I've had a more balanced diet, it's kind of, that craving's kind of gone. I like to say that we have a cheat day. Don't really. Like the last like few weeks, Jackson and I have been so bad with our takeaway. Like, I don't even know why, but we have just been getting like, so I try to make like a healthier choice when we go to like McDonald's or something, but it's so, I don't know why, but we've just like gone off the rails. Yeah, so I pretty much just, like, how I'm losing it is just trying to be active and eating well. Like 90% of my baby weight has come off because of diet, and like I cannot stress that enough, like to keep, like, take care of yourself, because you're looking after a baby, like you're looking after someone else, and if you're in the same position as me where you've got another kid, you're looking after like 2 other people or 3 other people, or however many other kids you've got, even just the one. You're looking after whole nother person, and it's so important that you look after yourself, and eating well is like the best way to do it. I know it sucks, like I know how hard it is to eat. Well, it's not really that hard, but I know how hard it is to go from eating not well to eating well, and it's just like baby steps. Like, take just 1 meal a day, like at the beginning for like a week or 2, just like 1 meal a day, eat differently, like eat some vegetables and some meat instead of what you would normally eat, like toast, or I don't know what you normally eat, but, or pasta, even pasta. Like I don't even like pasta that much anymore. Like, I just feel like gross when I eat it. But yeah, like cut out an unhealthy meal and replace it with a healthy one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I can't say that there's any miracle way to lose baby weight, because I don't believe that. Just diet, really. I've just started with a personal trainer, like just signed up yesterday. So I'll be going 3 days a week to the gym, and then, so like 2 days with a personal trainer and then 1 day by myself. And that's just because I want to build a heap of muscle and I don't know how to do it. That's pretty much the end of this video. If you enjoyed it or got anything out of it, please let me know. I love to know what you guys have to say. If you want any other videos similar to this, please let me know. Yeah, just like and subscribe so you can see more from me, and I will see you in my next video.